Today I'm going to try and do something that up until 2 days ago I couldn't even spell. We're going to find out why Port Austin is becoming one of the best places to kayak in the Midwest and why there's no I in the word kayak. I met up with Chris Boyle and we walked across town to his shop. Now Chris owns the Port Austin Kayak and Bike Shop. He rents everything from beginner kayaks to some pretty cool state-of-the-art stuff. If you're into kayaking, he's got everything you need. And yes, the crew and I got a little silly on one of his multi-seat touring bikes, but do you blame us? Look how cool these things are, and they're a great way to get around town. Well, we finally got serious and hit the water. I never realized just how much fun kayaking was. The water was clear, calm, and unbelievably warm, and the views were spectacular, but according to Chris, we hadn't seen anything yet. We paddled around a rocky point, and what we saw next was unbelievable. I had no idea this kind of shoreline even existed here. We pulled into a little bay surrounded by cliffs and some pretty outrageous rock formations. Then we took a few minutes off from paddling. How long have you been kayaking these waters?
About 5 years now. When I opened the shop is the first time I kind of came out here.
Again, tell me about your shop again.
I opened the shop 5 years ago. I had moved up from Troy area and relocated up here to be closer to nature, and went out kayaking one morning and thought, wow, this would be great for the town to have a kayak rental. Something to do, some way to introduce people to nature and get them to hopefully appreciate the lakes more. And so I opened a kayak shop.
Well, how did you know that these beautiful cliffs were here? This looks like the pictured rocks.
I actually didn't know. I paddled out here one day exploring and saw.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, we need a kayak shop to come and see these things.
Well, now tell me again about the rock formation behind us.
This is called Turnip Rock, and over the corner there, right over there is Thumbnail Point, and it's a rock formation that formed back in the glacier age.
Now, it only took us it normally takes about 45 minutes, but I'm such a hunk, it's just about a half hour.
You flew, Tom.
Yeah, about a half hour kayak out here, and the whole trip out here, it's extremely shallow, so you can get out of the kayak if you want. But once you're here, like I said, when we came around the corner, I had no idea this was up here. It's absolutely beautiful. Do a lot of people know about this spot?
I don't think a lot of people do. I've been trying to, through my shop, get people to come out and appreciate this.
Do a lot of people come out here and they'll have lunch on the beach?
Yes, they'll come and pull up on the rocks and have a snack, drink some water, rest up, take in the sights, and then usually they paddle right back, and it's about a 3-hour round trip.
And you brought food for us, right?
I did.
You did. He's lying. He didn't bring food. Now we both forgot food. For a first-time kayaking experience, this was a great trip. If you've got it in you, get up to Port Austin and get into a kayak. You'll have a blast.
Under the Radar Michigan is brought to you in part by the Michigan State Housing and Development Authority,